The big losers to me for the day, and it's sad because, we talk about them a lot and we've become fans to some degree. I thought the Texans missed a huge, huge opportunity today with Jacksonville losing to Cleveland. You had a chance there. You could have tied up, right? You could have tied up the division, at least from a record standpoint. And
Crap game.
to lose to the Jets, to have Zach Wilson go off for 30 points in the second half. Stroud gets banged up. Nico Collins gets banged up. Like, just a week ago, and the Tank Dell injury just absolutely sucks. From where we were a week ago to right now, it's like I love watching this team play, but this felt like one of those games where if you got this one and you're threatening for the division again, you get a home game maybe in Houston. This felt like a big, all right, maybe we do have to take a step back and look at Houston and say, really fun team, but where are we actually considering them in the the playoff race?
When this line in this game went from Jets plus 5.5 to plus 2.5, you knew right then and there. Because who on earth is betting the Jets like that? And then you know.
I'll say this much: like their playoff odds definitely aren't over, right?
No, definitely not.
The Browns are 8-5. Steelers, Colts, Texans, Broncos, Bengals, and Bills are all 7-6. Somehow that has to get sorted out. It is not impossible that gets sorted out in the Texans' favor. This was like a typical trap game. Mm-hmm. We said it in our preview last week, right? The Texans are just going to go to New York and get rolled by this Jets defense. So you take your lickings. It happens. You got 2 games left against the Titans. You got the Browns. You got the Colts.
Oh, you control everything.
And the Jets
you can win those games. So there's no reason to panic yet. The fact is, when you have a rookie quarterback and a young team, you can't expect to just win every single game. And this Jets team, for all their struggles, right? They're not awful. They're just bad.
The Jets have been weird at home this year, too. Like, they've beaten Philly.
Bad weather today in Jersey here. Like, really bad weather today. It's, one of those games. Good defense.
Yeah.
Like, it does happen. But it was one to me where I went, damn it. Like, as someone who's been rooting for the Texans, like, this is one that you really wanted to get.
But the Jets, like, in that building, they've beaten Buffalo. They've beaten the Eagles. They've hung with the Chiefs. Like, weird things have happened there with this Jets team this year. And Houston caught them on the wrong day.
Are you again scared of Joe Flacco again, Jack? Are you getting, like, some post-traumatic stress disorder?
I mean, I think Joe Flacco's record in Pittsburgh is like 35-3.
Is he back? Is Joe back?
He was never gone. I've always loved Joe Flacco. I was saying last year he should be the Jets starting quarterback.
You know what? Like, what's the thing about Joe Flacco, right? Joe Flacco is terrible.
No, he's not.
Unless you can protect him, in which case he's really good. He has zero mobility. He's a statue.
I actually like he is, but today I thought he moved around okay. I was like, what the hell's going on? I thought Flacco sucked.
No, he sucks.
No, like, look, is Joe Flacco good? Again, he's not particularly good, but if you're the Browns, what do you need? You've got a great offensive line. You have some weapons. You just need a guy who can, like, deliver the ball on time and safe. And Joe Flacco will be like, I mean, he threw 45 times this game, right? He's still got an arm.
Am I crazy to say that Joe Flacco on the Steelers is a Super Bowl contender?
Yes.
You guys don't have an offensive line.
That's just outrageous to say.
You don't have an offensive line.
He's better than Mitch.
I'm actually kind of excited about the Bengals, too. Like, do I think they get in? Probably not. But that offense has so many weapons, and the way Jake Browning has played the past 2 weeks.
Browning's great. Millions better than Bryce Young, I'll tell you that.
The Bengals are just floating there. It's going to be a fun playoff picture for the AFC when you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams.
I'll guarantee you one of those teams is out. We're out.
Yeah. You guys
discard.
You're still there right now, though. You're the 6th seed.
No, we're not.
But just to run through things, right? The Chiefs are 8-5, Jags 8-5, Browns 8-5. Steelers, Colts, Texans, Broncos, Bengals, Bills, all 7-6. Realistically, any of those teams could make the playoffs. Just by the record, any of them could miss the playoffs.
We're going to go to Miami and lose 75-3.
You're not going to get in. You're not going to get in.
No, I mean, look, we might. Like, the schedule's not hard, is it?
It's just, if you're a fan of an AFC team, it is time to memorize the tiebreakers.
Yeah.
Because I can guarantee you those tiebreakers are going to matter this season.
Man, it's I think Cleveland will get in. I think who did I say? I said Cleveland, the Colts, and the Broncos.
The Colts will beat the Steelers this week.
I think I had the Steelers. No, Texans and the Texans. That's who I had. It's gonna be a fun race. It's gonna be fun. You know, the Vikings and Steelers are the 6 seeds right now.
Who's worse?
I don't know. So can you imagine, like, if you said to this show earlier in the year, like, all right, going into week 14, the Dolphins would be the 2 seed, and the Steelers Vikings are the 6 seeds without Kirk Cousins or Kenny Pickett. Like, that is the fact that we're all in the playoffs right now.
It's such
ridiculous.
a deranged
So who
year.
would you go to? You'd go to like the Lions?
Right now, we go to Detroit.
And
We're winning the division.
Where would we go?
You guys would go to Kansas City.
I mean, I don't know.
That's one where, like, Watt might have a big sack in the first quarter somewhere, but you're down like 14-0 anyway, and you're like, maybe they have a chance here.
Like,
you get the ball back, and Trubisky throws a pick 6, and it's 21-0.
21-0, it's over. Yeah.
That's how I see that game going. And
I'll take the Steelers plus 19.5. They won't cover.
I don't know if the Vikings actually have a quarterback. Like, we actually might not have a quarter. Like, we might have to put, Cam Akers in his torn Achilles.
Welcome to the club. Non-quarterback club.
Ridiculous. Think about that. Out of the playoff teams right now, Vikings, Steelers, Colts, Browns all have backup quarterbacks.
All I'm saying is, wouldn't the most Buffalo Bills thing to do be to win the Super Bowl in a year this cursed? This much chaos. After everyone counts them out, that's when they finally get it together and win.
Yeah, like when they're not like the favorite or expected to do so.
Oh, the Bills. I mean, the Bills get in. I know people who are saying that the Bills getting hot and being a threat is a bad take. I think that's absurd to say. Like,
I mean, we went through at the beginning of the show. They're one of the best teams in the AFC.
Almost anyone right now would say they're a top 10 team in football. Anyone.
Yeah,
so how can you say that
they're obviously a top 5 team.
Like, well, I don't know about that, but maybe like
you can put them at 6. You can put them at 6 if you want. They're top 6.
Yeah, Cowboys, Niners,
Ravens, Dolphins.
Dolphins.
But for some people, would put Buffalo ahead of the Dolphins, and that's understandable.
That's correct.
If they get in, they are a huge threat. And I mean, I hope they get in. I like watching Josh Allen, but Zach's like, no, please, God, no.
Zach's also half asleep.
Yeah.